Yeah. First order of business is to tear these walls out so we can get this insulation behind there. I'm kind of like sad to take this down. This has like been here since the trailer was built.
Ben thought you had a brand new trailer because of that. He thought you bought it brand new.
I know, right? It's nice. I almost did buy a brand new one.
Why didn't you buy a brand new one?
Because I couldn't get the deal on it I wanted. This was still $4,000. We got the 1-inch R5 Pink Panther insulation. It's gonna go in the walls, ceiling, and the floor, and the ramp. I got the 4mm heavy duty plastic, gonna use as a vapor barrier. Got 4 rolls of that. And then I got some gaps and cracks. Gotta fill the gaps and cracks, y'all. Great stuff, it says so. Alright, and then I got some silicone for any leaks. We're gonna take the inside wall down. I'm gonna spray the hell out of the trailer and make sure there's no leaks in the seams or anywhere. So we're gonna check it real good for leaks, and if there's any leaks, we're gonna seal them up with that silicone. Just wanted to share with you guys how to take this damn thing apart. Took these off right here. Then you got the screws. You have to take these loose here. You have to take these slats of trim off here because there's screws behind them. These screws here are really weird. Let me show you these screws here real quick. I don't know if it's even gonna focus on it. Actually, a square bit fits it. So the same square bit to take the light off fits these things. All right, well, I'll get this piece down and we'll come back after this piece is down. We got this board off. Some of them have box tubing. This one has Z-channel. I would prefer box tubing probably if I would have had a choice. I bought this trailer used, so I didn't know. But it's a little stronger. But this will save on weight a little bit, and it's strong enough. And it's exactly 1 inch from here to the back of the plywood, so it's gonna be perfect for the 1-inch R5 stuff that we got. So those actually come out very easy. They're very taut, so it'll cut you, be careful. Now we're just gonna take the rest of it off, just cut it to size. We're gonna wedge it in here, set it in here. So get the measurement from in here to here. And then that's how big you cut your piece. Forgive the fan noise. I'm not endorsed by them, but this Armor All glass cleaner, I don't know what's in it, but holy cow, look at this. I bought a used trailer, so in the channels down here behind the wall, there's some rust. I wanted to clean the seams before I silicone everything up. And when I saw the rust, I just happened to accidentally kind of hit it with it, and it took it off. Check that out. Unreal. We got all the walls cleaned up, all the seams, so we're getting ready to silicone that. I'm actually going to hit all these trays with a little bit of paint. Just some black paint or something that I can find. Nobody's ever going to see it, but hopefully it'll help protect it from that again if water does get in there again. All right, we got the whole wall sealed up, ready to go, and we're waiting on some spots to cure, so I wanted to get this wall down, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the front down and everything, just get it all out of here, get it out of the way. I wanted to share a little tip with y'all. I want to make sure that the boards just easily go back in the same spot. So this is what I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Write it down, take a picture of it. And over here I got 6, 7, 8, 9. So I know where everything goes back. It's gonna be super easy. So let's get this wall off and get the rest of this sealed up so it can cure. I had to go back and touch up some spots. They don't look the prettiest, but hey, nobody's gonna see it. I got all that rust gone and hit it with some primer down in the trays. With just some surface rust, so it looks way better now. Can't wait. Gonna get these walls off and get this shit done.
6.5 hours later.
What is up, y'all? We're back and we got all the insulation in. Even spray foamed some of the cracks, which by the way, don't get that stuff on you. It's terrible. We're gonna trim this off. These knives are great. Don't drop them. These knives are great for doing all this. I have a slightly larger one like this that I use to cut all this. Just score it where you need it and it snaps in half. It's really easy. We're gonna get the vapor barrier up and then get the walls back up. We'll see you in a minute. All right guys, I wanted to give you a shot of the 4mm plastic I'm using for the vapor barrier. We're gonna do this on all the walls and get the walls back up. Now we got the wall up, got the vapor barrier behind it. Worked really well. Just taped it across the top, let it hang. Put the wall back on, and then I went back and trimmed. All right, on to the next walls. All right guys, we got all the walls up. I'm not putting the trim back on because we're doing something different there. I'm actually gonna take this trim off, but I gotta go put the metal pieces in the corners still. As soon as we do that, we'll be all done with the walls. We'll start on the ceiling. Yeah! This is all insulated. Vapor barrier up. I'm just beyond stoked. This is a lot of work, guys. A lot of work. Don't think it's just gonna be easy and you're just gonna skate through. There's a lot more work than I was thinking that part would even be. We haven't even done the ceiling and that's the fun one, so. Yeehaw. So to do this wall, the front, and this wall, we did 2 rolls of plastic. That was 25 by 10, they're 4mm. 8 tubes of silicone to seal everything. 2, 4, 6, 7. So I had 14 sheets. So we used 7 sheets. So that's not too bad. I was thinking it was gonna be 4, 4, and 2. I did this wall and this wall, and then used the scrap from all that to do that. I used a can of spray foam to kind of seal up some of the cracks. Stage 1 is pretty much complete. A lot of work. We're gonna come back, get the insulation in the roof. Okay guys, it's night, but I have the whole ceiling done. We even got back here in the back. So each piece is wedged in there. I use no glue, no tape. So if you have any loose spots like this is a little loose. All you do is kind of bring it down a little bit and get you a little sliver and then shove it back up in there. In the front, just do small pieces, small slats, and just piece it in there, and then once you get it in there, it'll hold each other together. I did this one first, just kind of feel how it wants to lay in there. If it doesn't want to lay in there, then just cut some off of it. I did just this piece, then this one to hold kind of those together. I wedged over here until I made these wedges. Make some wedges out of your extra pieces, and then slide that in there, and it wedges everything out, and it kind of holds everything. And then you'll notice there's a wedge here. I did that on both sides, and then I put this piece in, and then I took 2 wedges and did that here, and it shored everything up, and then I just filled in the gaps. And so what I did for the curves, this one came out really good because the lines are all lined up. You've got to measure it and cut it to where it wedges itself just a little, but it doesn't, you know, bow itself. Once I had all of these pieces up, put this bottom piece in first, put that down, and then take this endways like this and wedge it in there, and as you go, piece it as you go if you need to. This one I got a little low, but I pieced it back in there. And completely done with the ceiling. The walls are completely done. So I'm gonna get the beadboard, the wiring, wire the DC lights, because I'm gonna put recessed lighting in. Now that the ceiling's done, it's onto the ramp door because I can't get the stuff for the ceiling until in the morning. So now the ramp door. All right, well, let's get these panels off and get some insulation in this ramp door. All right, we got all the plywood off. I already measured everything, all the widths of each of the pieces. We have all of the insulation in the ramp door. It actually went really smooth. I highly suggest measuring them all and marking them down like I did. If they are a little loose and they fall out, no big deal, because you're gonna put the board back on first. So I'm gonna get the board back on and then get the cables hooked back up and everything, and get this thing back together for the night. By the way, it's like 3 in the morning. Hope the neighbors don't mind the screwdriver.